magical family? It's Unique Divination, and you are tuned into Urban Mystic TV. This reading is going to be about Jay-Z Sean Carter. So let's see what cards I have for him. The first card that I start off with is the Ten of Discs. And so I have the Ten of Discs here, and this represents wealth, right? And we all know that Jay-Z is extremely wealthy. Not only is he wealthy, you know, he accumulated his wealth on his own. He was a drug dealer and he turned into a rapper, right? So he's been very wealthy for a long time. According to his very first album, he's been getting money since 1988. So not only is he wealthy, he's married to a very successful entertainer, which is Beyonce Knowles, right? And so Jay-Z's in a really good place. Health, wealth, and success. He's got everything going for him. Right now he's touring. He's got a really great concert. I actually went to go see it in December. One-man concert. Very dope. He held the crowd, was really in tune with everybody, and he represented Meek Mill's. The concert was up in Philly. So big ups to Jay-Z and shout out to Meek Mill. So of course we're going to pull the wealth card for a very wealthy person, right? The next card we have is the Three of Wands, which represents virtue. And so Jay-Z has had some trying times in the last couple of years. We all found out about Becky with the good hair. We know that Jay-Z has had some scandalous infidelity issues in his marriage. And putting out 444, the album, was therapy for him. It was also like an apology to Beyonce. And he informed us in his music that he learned some very valuable lessons. You know what I mean? He talks about, you know, looking at his daughter in the face and she knowing the things that he did to her mother. You know, so Jay-Z is becoming virtuous. He's understanding that, you know, the things that he does is not only affects him, but it affects people around you, especially your children. And he just wouldn't know what he would look like. He wouldn't know what to do if he did not look like a superhero in his daughter's eyes. And these are things that he said on the 4/4 album. So definitely learning some virtue at this time. The next card we have is the Magus card, right? And this basically means that he's equipped. He has all the tools that he needs to succeed. I think the last tool that he really got was the emotional aspect of communication, expressing yourself, and realizing that it's okay and it's healthy to have certain emotions, right? He's done some interviews. I've seen a couple of them on YouTube where he goes into talking about his marriage. He also talks about the Black community and mental health and the Black community and just really expressing, feeling things. And so I think that was the last tool that he needed to make him who he is becoming. He is becoming more socially and spiritually conscious the older that he gets. For Father's Day last year, he bailed out a bunch of people that were in jail on Father's Day. He did a documentary on Khalif Browder, the young man that was locked up in Rikers Island for years for the accusation of stealing a book bag, and he ended up committing suicide because of the horrors that he entailed while he was locked up. So Jay-Z's in a completely different space. I think that we're going to see more from him on the conscious side of, I think he's going to use his resources. I think he's going to start using his wealth for resources as a tool to help shed some light on things, not only from a black perspective, a person of color perspective in America, but from a human perspective. He brought that up in the concert that, you know, the police taking the lives of Black men is not just affecting people of color. It's a human issue. Nobody should have their life taken, you know, for the things that people were getting their life taken for. So he's definitely trying to reach out to everybody. He's transcending to everybody, not just people of color, but to all walks of life, and saying pretty much that everybody's life matters. It's a human experience. It's a human issue right? And just because you're speaking out against police brutality on black people does not negate you from caring about any other people, right? So we're definitely going to see him using his wealth, his fame, his limelight to do some things for the community and for the people. The last card I have is the Princess of Cups, and it kind of touches in with what I talked about as far as virtue, as far as, I mixed up my cards, I'm sorry. But yeah, as far as virtue, Princess of Cups, like I said, he's beginning to express emotionally things that he never really talked about before, even thought about for that issue when he was younger, or even maybe 5 years ago. He's in a different space in his life. The man is what, 44, 45 years old, you know, and he's realizing things that he never really realized, like I said, even 5 years ago. So we're going to see more of Jay-Z expressing himself, talking about things that are taboo or that we don't like to shed light on in the black community and on a human level, right? And so we need people like this to step up, and I really commend him for this. I think it's very virtuous with what he's doing, okay? So this concludes this reading for Jay-Z, Sean Carter. Comment below, let me know what you think. Like the video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can get all of the notifications when I'm dropping my videos, okay? All right, until next time, I'll talk to you later.